Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're here for the last hour of the day today. What a day. Is that what we're going to call it? The good news, I got a little pockets of good news. Okay. The Dow Jones has recovered, it looks like over 200 points from the low of the day. It looks just not quite, but almost. So that's great. The bad news is we're still down 422 points. So we were down 600 points today. That's the good news. S&P is down 66. I'm sure it's done the same thing. Nasdaq's down 326. It's recovered somewhat as well, but they're still having they're still having a down dip. Now the percentage of down dipness. There's such a word as down dipness. It's not as bad as the down dipness was, sir. As your doctor, the down dipness is nowhere near what it once was in your past life. Um, the Dow is down 1.1%, the S&P down 1.5, and Nasdaq down 2.1. So we're down, but we're not catastrophically down. Okay. As a matter of fact, the Dow right now is down only 392 points. That's under 400. That's better. Come on, Dow. Let's see what it can do. Let's go back here. Where am I here? My phone sure is twitchy when I put it up there like that. There it goes. The Dow, now down. 382 points at 34,487. So yes, it has come back 233 points now from its low of the day. This is probably its best level since about 11 o'clock this morning Eastern time. So it has improved, taken 4 hours of losses that are worse than this out of the way, and is coming back somewhat. Now, is there much to this recovery? Will it be a widespread? Are we looking at something that we saw a week ago? You remember, was it last week, Monday, we were down 900 and something points at one point on, I think it was Monday, to lose 600 for the day, I think it was. And then the Tuesday, I don't think we did anything, but the Wednesday we went up like 300-400. Is this happening again? I don't know. But when you see a significant recovery midday or during the day after a drop during midday, you get your opening drop, you get a little, and then you get one more drop, and then you come back on from that pretty strongly. That is an indication that there's a bunch of money coming into the market, bargain hunters. That's what it means, and it could be that could be going on right now. But we'll obviously be watching this. Oil down 42 cents to 75.04. The West Texas oil problem is not the same as the Brent oil problem. It's not the same as the China oil problem or energy problem. As a matter of fact, Texas doesn't have an oil problem. Texas had, West Texas prices had oil problems about 2-3 weeks ago when the recovery was on from Hurricane Ida. That is well down the road now. The refineries are up and running. They're quickly coming back to capacity. The oil field production facilities in the Gulf are coming back together. So there's improvement there. But the China thing is what is throwing people off guard here. It's kind of catching everybody out of left field. Who would have thought the Chinese would have energy problems? On the one hand, they have so many coal-fired plants. They have many natural gas-fired plants. They have oil-fired plants. They have solar. They have wind, and they're expanding that dramatically. I mean, there's no publicly available infighting that you're going to see in China between one group and another about whether wind farms are going in or not, or whether a new solar farm is going in or not. It's going in, and there is no discussion, and there's no, I'm going to go to court and sue this project to stop it. It ain't going to happen. No, in China, when they decide they're going to build a wind farm or a solar farm, they build it. That's how dictatorships work. They just run and they just do it in that sense. So as quickly as they can, they're trying to create new sources of electricity to lessen the burden on existing electricity production centers to fire up factories. If they can produce enough electricity for domestic use, then they have plenty of excess energy for industrial use to keep people working. But there's a problem over there. There's issues. They also have other issues, and that is emission problems. in China. They are. It is unsustainable to keep burning off these particulates in the in the air because they're nowhere near any kind of projections that they had to clean up their act. They want the world to believe that they're an industrial country of the world and that they're a leader of the world going forward. Not only can we produce goods, but we can produce them cleanly. They're blowing it. It's not happening. And so now they're attempting to shift from coal burning to less polluting. They're having a tough time, and the population, many residents, and I mean millions, tens of millions, are begging the government, bring in more coal, fire up these plants, and keep our house cool when it's hot, warm when it's cold, and allow us to leave the lights on at night so we can see what we're doing. Because a lot of us are using candles in the evenings to see what we're up to, which means we don't have TV, we don't have anything, which means you have a restless population. And if you have a restless population with nothing else to do but complain, there's only one government you can complain about, because it's not like there are 15 parties in China that you can vote for. It's this, you don't need that. So when you have a dictatorship, you got to keep certain people happy, otherwise the grumblings begin, and that's the beginning of trouble. Can't have that. All right, that's the oil thing. Interest rate wise, not a lot going on. Rates are slightly higher here and there, but nothing to speak of. Recession, there isn't one coming. The recession, the slowdown in the economy is not a recession slowdown. It is a supply chain problem slowdown. So this we've all talked about before. You've heard me talk about this too many times in the last few weeks. I'm not going to bore you with another round of that. All right, so let's go to checking out what we like to follow and see. 1550 a share right now on your Rocket Lab. The high today, 1549. It's at 1551 or so. Let me double check that. It might be wrong. It got up to 1561 just a few minutes ago. Touched 1561. It's now 1550, 1551. Great. Volume on Rocket Lab today, 2.6 million. No, 3 million shares. But the only news is what I read to you this morning that I have trouble understanding. Rocket Lab wins a $24 million U.S. Space Force contract. So another contract has landed in Rocket Lab's lap. Expect many, many more. And this company is growing quickly. How high will the stock go? Limitless. When? Don't know. Why is it up today of all days when everything else is just getting hammered? The contract is such a good story, such a good contract, such open potential for much, much more than that. The so-called $24 million contract they got is just, I think, is a taster, just a taster of what could come. So smart money is moving in. Now, looking at my little market watch thingy here, I see 447 million shares exist, maybe 448 million. And they say that the public float is 185 million. Market cap of the company, $6.4 billion. So the good news is that the company is not way overvalued by like 20 times or 10 times. So the stock has room to roam. And because they keep adding these contracts on top of their backlog of orders that they have, this order book is getting bigger quickly. And the street is quickly figuring out this company could increase that order book by hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars a year going forward, because the need for launching all kinds of items up there, including satellites, is huge. 1545 to 1560. We just touched 1560 again. We're jumping around quite a bit right now, but it is looking just fine. The bad news is most of our other stocks are not doing well, or let's put it this way, they're down, but they're not doing badly, and so that's kind of good news in disguise. Okay, so here we go. SoFi, it's down 49 cents. However, we were down quite a bit more than this. We were as low as 1680 today on SoFi. We're 1721 now. This is the highest level since 11 o'clock this morning. It too has recovered, and it's traded over 22 million shares. So that's actually not looking too bad. GameStop is down on the day, 607, but it was as low as 180.24. We're now 183.41. So there's been improvement there. A volume on GameStop, though, 1.3 million. So this is good news. There's not a panic sell-off on GameStop. It's a quiet day. It's coming back on. It's looking good, looking better. Matterport. The low today was set around, I think, 10 in the morning and then again around 1 in the afternoon at 1953 or so. We're at 2020. We have come back 67 cents. We're down 67. Half the loss has been shaved away. The stock hasn't been here since 10:30 this morning. That's improving. So 3 million shares. Matterport is looking much better. 23andMe down only 13 cents. It's 8.59. The low was 8.32. 626,000 volume. The best level since 10 o'clock this morning. It's broken through all the down dip, and is now hitting highs, the best levels since this morning. So we're down 15 cents. This is no problem. This is not an ugly day at all. SmartRent. This is a 12.83 stock, down 20 cents. The range has been very slight today. We are moving 16 cents from high to low. 12.77 low. Last trade 12.83. Spire 13.96, down 7 cents. This is okay. I mean, all right. It was up this morning to 14.86. We were happy. It was an up day. It was the second stock that was up on the day. Gave it back, but it was as low as 13.60 this morning at just short of 10 o'clock. Now at 13.97. So a little pop from here. We're back into positive ground. If the others are going to inch higher, this will come along with it, and it'll be one of the first stocks to turn green because it's so close to breaking even now. ATIP, 382 a share, low of the day, 376. We're still down 14 cents. We were down 20. 625,000 traded, waiting for, as you know, any announcement about a new CEO. Anytime, guys, we're here. We're waiting for you. Cyxtera, with a low of 9.04 at 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 9.24. Down 19 cents on the day, 186,000 shares traded. Absolutely nothing. And so there you have Cyxtera. It's moving along, but not singing a song. All right, AMC all day underwater, down 142 to 37.88. Good news for AMC, best level since noon hour. It's trying to come back up right now to be the best level since 10 this morning. 37.25 the low, 37.94 now. Down 136. Volume on AMC to show you how it's really slowing up. 33 million shares traded. We've had most days that by this time in the daytime, we would be at 55 million. We're at 33 million volume. That's not good. That's a bad sign. Robinhood down 15 cents. Not leading a downturn. Matter of fact, Robinhood is just about to break even. It's just about to bring it all the way back from 42.51 the low, 44.60, $2 recovery. So it's about to go positive. Vanek Vectors, 262.81 is the last trade, down 8.61. We were as low as 260.55. So a $2.30 recovery to 262.81. Best level since 10:30 this morning. All these stocks are doing what the Dow is doing. They've improved their levels to the best level since early this morning. That's a good sign, because if in 4 hours you've just kind of flatlined and slowly come back, you were eliminating all the losses all day long. The worst of it is behind you. Now, we could have a last 30-minute collapse. Sure, that would be a technical indicator. On the other hand, we could have a last 30, 40-minute surge to cut the losses by another half from here and end up with maybe, half a 1% drop on the day for the whole thing. And we'll kind of go, well, that wasn't a big deal. That's how much money is out there. We'll see what's going on. Home Depot down 5.44 at 335.97. We've recovered about $2.50 there. IBM down 43 cents, by far one of the most reluctant stocks to go down. I mean, reluctant. Got down to 137.21. It's now 138.11, almost $1 recovery to be down 45 cents. The Dow now 371 at the moment, and we're sitting at 34,500, and we were at 34,254 for the low. So 246 point recovery. Definitely making a move back. How much longer? How much more? We'll find out. Microsoft down 843. It's been the culprit all day. One of the leaders of the down dip, not the only one. but it was as low as 284.37. It's now 285.74. We've come back $1.40, not much yet. Apple down 267. We got as low as 141.70. We're at 142.70. $1 back, 267 to go. It is coming on. Tesla down $8, 783. That's still had a great run here last month. Bed Bath & Beyond down 56 cents. It was as low as 22.58. It's now 23.20. So we've recovered about 70 cents on Bed Bath & Beyond. And BlackBerry $9.91 down 23 cents. Got as low as $9.77. Now it's come back 14 cents. Still down 23 cents. Not a devastating day there. Royal Caribbean up 45 cents. Just will not give up the ground. It did get down to 91.76. It's now 92.84, up $1.10 or something like that from the low. Royal Caribbean hanging right in there. Norwegian down 15 cents. Carnival up 7 cents. Goldman Sachs down 8.45. It got down to 3.88 today. 3.88.87. It's now 3.91.74. Almost a $3 recovery, but it's still down $8. That is put writing day or call buying day today on Goldman. Amazon down $77. It's at $3,328. It got down to $3,290. So we have had a $38 recovery on Amazon. $38 a share recovery, still down $77. Facebook got down to $338.92. It's now $343. About a $4 recovery, still down $10.50, but the best level since 10:30 this morning. Every one of these guys is doing the same thing that are trading here, these FANGs. Google down $86 at $27.44. We were as low as $27.14. $30 recovery, still down $86. We'll see how much more there's in the tank to bring it back. And there you have it. Let's see anything else. Cisco's down 42 cents, no big deal. American Airlines up 11 cents. Netflix is down $5, was up $5 this morning, but now $5 on the downside. DraftKings still at $50.58, only down 81 cents. DraftKings has come back from $49.41, so about $1.10, $1.20 recovery to be down only pennies. Interesting. There you go. Those are the most popular stocks that we follow on this channel here that I'm kind of covering. 105 gain on Rocket Lab. Clearly, the one and only winner. Let's not kid ourselves. It's the one and only winner today that we are really following. Sextera down 18 cents. ATIP down 18. Spire down 9. SmartRent down 22. 23andMe down 15 cents. And then we have Matterport down 68 cents and SoFi down 56. Matterport is really coming on. It's at 2020 again, just hanging around here, down 67 cents after it was down to 1953. So we've come back smartly here. The question now is, can these stocks mount more of a recovery than this? The Dow down 363, S&P down 62, NASDAQ down 316. Welcome to the afternoon. Last hour of the day. What can I say, guys? That's what we have today. If this is a down day for us, we're coming off light. We're getting away with no serious issues here because we're finding that what I'm finding is that we're dropping pennies here and there, but not massive percentages. Sure, we're down a little here and there, but we are not getting taken to the cleaners at all. The problem is not with companies like the ones we follow. These are not the issue. These are not at issue with the market. What's at issue with the market are China problems, possible inflation, possible taxation increases because budgets, possible concerns about higher interest rates because the United States government can't get the debt ceiling approved. There's other issues affecting the market that have nothing to do with the 8 or 9 stocks that we follow closely. Okay, so unfortunately, we have to tolerate the shenanigans going on the big boards, but there's a realignment going on, and maybe that's for the better. So here we are. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Is ME still a decent buy? I got 1,100 in dry powder. ME is a decent buy. Whether you're going to buy the stock or you're going to buy very long-term contracts, ME is a decent buy. I don't have a problem with it. Like many of us here, we are waiting for the company to speak. There must be a deal in the works. I have a hunch that's what's going on. They're sitting on $700 million in cash for an awfully good reason. It's not because they like looking at the balance in their bank account. That's not what they do that for. There's a reason you've issued so many shares at $10 a share for a whole bunch of money. It's because you got something in mind, and we gotta wait it out and find out what this deal is all about. Anyway, there you go. And let's see. Let's go. What else is happening here? Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I don't think this is a make or break company. I don't think this company can easily go bust. They can lose $100 million a year for 8 years and still have money in the bank. They're not going under. There's so much money on the sidelines, ready to pounce into ME. And when I mean money on the side, I'm not talking about stock buyers that are willing to run the market. I'm talking about the company could pick up the phone, or pick up a cell phone, send a text to a couple of key people in New York and say, we're looking at a $5 billion acquisition spree. We want to buy 2 private companies, 3, a public company, 2 private companies. We want to pick up $5 billion worth of assets in the next 6 months. We need $5 billion in cash to do it. We want to issue notes. We want to issue bonds. We're going to issue 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years to raise $5 billion in cash. We don't want to issue a single share certificate. We don't want to dilute the stock one iota. And I think that they're one text away from doing that, asking for that, and getting a reply within 5 minutes that says, when do you need the money? I think they have that kind of power, that kind of following on Wall Street through key connections. Again, Google founders invested in this company. Pharmaceuticals are into this company. There are trillions of dollars out there circulating around. And if these guys need $3, $5, $8, $9 billion to do a deal, they're going to get it at 2% interest, 2.5% interest, no trouble. They could theoretically take over a public company with a cash stock deal. They could buy a $4 billion public company and put up $3 billion in cash and put up $1 billion in stock, possibly. But I think that the stock is where they're at, where their stock is at. The first deal they're going to make, in my opinion, and this is how I would recommend they do it, the first deal you make is you buy a private company that is a $300 million, $500 million, $1 billion, whatever it is, cash deal. And you get a lot of hype on that. You get a lot of promotion on that. Then buy another one. And if these private companies are already selling product and have cash flow, and some already, just breaking even or just starting to make money, perfect. You're going to add this revenue to your gross revenue, and you're going to transform your company into a larger asset-based company. The stock will go to $12, $15. That's the first thing. Then you go after a publicly traded company where you might be interested in buying XYZ Corp, and it's 3/4 cash, 80% cash, 20% stock, and you do what Spire did. You acquire another public company with all their shareholders, make them all your shareholders by giving them a bunch of cash per share and then a little bit of stock in your company. You dilute your company very little, maybe only 5%, and you acquire these guys, bring them in, and that takes both of these public company shares higher. And of course, now we have a $20, $25 ME stock, and more deals can be done at those levels. Only the beginning, but let's stick around and see what's going on. All right. What else is going on? Yeah, don't forget that GlaxoSmithKline partnership. That's right. There's so much to watch for here. You know what? Silver lining of the day, I bought back my covered calls on Matterport with a 50% profit. Yes! Someone's listening. I know all of you are listening, and there's someone's listening right here. I am up 48% of my Rocket Lab investment. I'm thinking I should sell and buy a few more GameStop since it's on sale. Any apes agree. I would not sell any Rocket Lab right now. This thing is actually in the middle of a roll. Remember, it went to $19 a few weeks ago, and it settled back. I think we're going back to 19 again. I would not sell here. I'd be looking to sell up there, and let's just see how it looks. Let's see. I must say, John saying to Russell, I'm down 15% ME, but I'm just going to hold on through this. And let's go. Any more comments I can read here? Let's see here. Welcome one, welcome all. Um, yeah. I was able to buy back my calls today, so not a bad day considering. There you go. That's what today's for. Hope everyone's having a good day. And let's go. Uh, Sorry about the ATIP drop today, but I bought some more. Thumbs ups, guys. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Where am I? Here we go. ATIP might have a potential going through a short squeeze. Maybe 5% of the float is shorted, but there's only 48 million in the public float. Look, we got 5 million shares a day on ATIP for 10 straight days, or 15 million shares a day for. This has gone to $8-10. I mean, it's gone. That's true. Winner Matterport is a winner for me. Bought back calls from last week, and we'll sell new ones when it goes back up. Rock and roll. Matterport right now 20.08, down 79. We've got a $1 gain holding on Rocket Lab right now. We're down 62 on SoFi. Where GameStop's down 7.11. We got ME down 16 cents. SmartRent down 24. Spire's now down only 6 cents. ATIP down 19.5. Sextera down 20 cents. We just got to power through this day and move on. And let's see. ME January 23 $10 calls for 190. Got one today. Beautiful job. Lots of time. Rocket Lab no go for lunch. Go. I missed this morning's show. We covered it a few minutes ago, so you're all right. I did pick up one of those 250 options from ATIP as per Uncle Bruce. Get as many as you can if you can get them. They're in the money, and go way out, though. Way out. Okay. Let's see. Would it be better to buy ME shares or look at writing a put, you think? And how far out should writing puts be? Well, writing a put on ME is not going to be that profitable, probably, because ME is not an expensive stock. It's a stock under $9. So, I mean, you want to write a $10 ME put. I don't know what kind of premiums you're going to get, but they're not going to be substantial. You're you're probably better off picking off some maybe 750 calls, buying those $10 calls. If you can buy 8s or 9s, I'm not sure which series you're talking about, but you need to go out. So if you're going to get ME calls, you've got to go to next April, May, June, like a year out. Get out there. That's the way you want to do this. But they'll cost you a bit. Let's see here. On the other hand, just buy the stock. Just buy the stock. Okay. Let's see what else is happening here. ME calls. $10 for January are going for only 75 cents. Could be worth grabbing a few. Yeah, it's cheap. It's okay. $75 a contract. Pick up 10 for $750. You got 1,000 shares of leverage. Great. It's only 4 months, but it's only $750. Cool. I'm good with that. Would I prefer you to be able to buy $10 contracts for April? Yeah, that would be even better. But still, I think you make money here. ME puts are cheap. There's not much premium there. There you go. Let's see. Here we go. Chase Venville is saying, Chase, the maximum pain for GameStop this week is 190. So when it was at its lowest today at 180, I bought a call for 185. 185 strike, 190 strike, and the 185 is green right now. We have GameStop now 181.72. We were just touching 182.83 here, but we're back to 181.72, down 776. But wouldn't take much for that contract, those two contracts to go green. That's true. Right, buy 750 ME calls. And let's see. Why do you think Carnival and Norwegian are holding up so well today? Again, there are investors who are investing with emotion on what it is they like and what it is they want to have happen. They're thinking, again, I can't explain it, but people buy a stock like Norwegian because they want to go on a cruise. That's not a reason to buy the stock. Buy the cruise. Take the cruise. Don't buy the stock. The stock is not a worthy buy at its fundamentals. But I can't help people. It's what can I tell you? I don't know what's going to happen. Everyone should move their shares to CompuStore, CompuShare. I can't comment on this. I have no idea what this means. I really don't even want to know. I don't know if there's anything real to this or not. I just don't know. CYTX, January 23, $15 strikes, only 80 cents right now. CTYX, the stock itself is 926. You are 575 out of the money. That is a long way to go. I wouldn't be jumping on those very much. Bruce, we know the demand for chips is insanely high. But if companies can't produce due to the lack of hardware, shouldn't this affect the stock price and their sales will be impacted significantly? Well, you know, let's talk about this. Ford has orders up to here for gasoline-powered Ford F-150s. All kinds of models, all kinds of colors, all kinds of options. The kind of trucks they can bang off a production line, no problem whatsoever. Ford is sitting on thousands, if not tens of thousands of F-150s all over their factory delivery parking lots that can't be sent out because these trucks are anywhere from 85% complete to 98% complete, and they can't get them out. They need certain parts to put in other parts to put in the final parts to get them out, and they're behind. And so there's this rollover going on. It's not like not a single F-150 is leaving the lot. Yes, they're catching up on F-150s from 3 months ago, only to find that there are now 500 more from today or 1,800 more from this week that are piling up and piling up. And so this continues on. So go backwards now behind Ford to who's supposed to supply Ford with these parts that Ford needs. And the culprits are in many cases chip manufacturers, which is where Erico just mentioned the issue. And so the question is, why would I buy an ETF like SMH? Why would I buy this ETF on SMH, Vanek Vectors? If the factories can't make the parts, they can't get paid for the parts. I mean, come on. Vanek Vectors is represented by, I think, 60 different chip makers. And a bunch of these guys, they all have production issues in their plants, just like Ford has. But they don't have chips half built lying around. They go from 0 to 100 miles an hour, 0 to 88 miles an hour when you see some serious stuff ready for delivery. So a chip manufacturing plant has to have all the pieces in place to be able to produce chips from 0 to completion. And then out they go. The good news is when they go out the door, there are no collection problems from customers. There's no pricing issues from customers. And the customers can't go anywhere else to get the parts because nobody else has them either. And so a lot of these computer chips are made to order, custom made to order for specific capabilities. Ford F-150s have computer chips that you cannot put into a van. You can't take a Ford F-150 chip and utilize that inside a Chevrolet, whatever. It's for the F-150, this model, because this chip controls these certain systems inside the truck, whether it's engine measurement, engine timing measurement, emissions measurements, climate control features, all exclusive to the Ford vehicle. So good and bad news. Ford can't go to 25 factories and get the chips. They've made deals with certain factories for chips only. The certain factories have made deals with Ford that they will deliver certain chips only to them and nobody else. And so you have these problems. And so it's not a Ford problem. It's not an Intel problem. It's not a Taiwan Semiconductor problem. We're talking about chip shortages that are running the gamut because certain ingredients just are not available reliably quick enough to make this all happen. And so it is true that certain companies' earnings will be affected because they cannot deliver the volumes of product that they thought they could deliver for the current quarter, the next quarter. and they're going to have to reinstate their financials. But everyone is doing it, and so the market kind of forgives instead of punishes. No one computer stock is going to be hammered by 60% downdraft because they didn't deliver within 1% of their numbers, because all the computer chip companies are in the same boat. And so the malaise continues, but the pent-up demand for the product didn't go away and isn't going away. And next year's F-150s are being designed by the engineers at Ford, and the F-150 the year after that are being designed by the engineers, including the electrics. And the $11 billion commitment that Ford is making to new plants, that's all going ahead. And there's a billion people on top of that project, gazillions of them, figuring all that out. So don't accuse Ford of sitting around doing nothing. They're really busy, but they're just not getting as many vehicles out the door as they'd like, despite their best efforts. Welcome to the world today. But when they do get those trucks out the door, they're sold. They're spoken for. Ford will not have trucks on their factory parking lots because nobody wants them. Ford will have no trucks on their factory parking lots when they get their parts. They'll all be gone, and they're all sold, and they'll all be on the road. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's move on. Let's see. What else is going on? Just don't mind me, folks. I'm so behind on your messages, so you guys are giving me so many comments. Appreciate you all being here. Let's go. I think I overshot one of my messages here. Oh yeah, I sure did. All right. Okay. Oh, I did that. I did that. Okay. Paper Hands is saying, bought back my GameStop covered call yesterday. I should have done it today. Patience is so important. Another lesson learned. It is what it is. Just a little patience, says Anti-PC. And I'm feeling pretty good about that MTTR put I sold yesterday. There you go. What kind of a strike price for GameStop to expire this Friday? If I'm going to write a call option, I think that's what this question is. If I'm going to write a call option on GameStop, what price should I use for a contract for this Friday to take advantage of the market? That's a good question. As always, the stock right now 181.02. This is Tuesday. We have 3 days to go: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You could just say I'm writing 185s. I'm going to write 185s. If I get a big fat premium, I'm going to write 185s. That gives me some forgiveness if I'm wrong, if the shares go up, because the premium is so good that maybe 185s are the ones I'm going to write. I'm going to take a look at the option chain right now, see what we got. Call options for GameStop. 185s are only showing 340 to 410. So if you write a 185, it goes up in value on you, those calls will go up in value, obviously, every dollar over 185. So you're covered until about 188. Otherwise, you're looking at a roll over. If you write a 190, you're only going to get $2. If you decide, the heck with that, I'm writing a 180. The market is 181. I'm writing a 180. You're going to bring in about $6, $6.25. If the stock stays under 180, you'll score that. But if the stock goes to 188, you're upside down $2 because the call will be worth $8 to $10. Basically, it'll be worth about $8. You got $6. You got to cough up $2 or roll it over. So right now the stock is off $7.92 a share, and will it stay down here for the last 20 minutes? Will it pop back $3, $4? What will it do tomorrow morning in the first thing? What if the Dow opens up with a 150-point gain to start the morning and GameStop is up $9 in the first 15 minutes? You sold a 185 or a 180, you're not going to be a happy camper because the stock's at 190. You might want to wait till tomorrow morning, and let's see what the market gives you. If it's going to give you an upsurge tomorrow, first thing, then you might take advantage of that by writing 190s, 195s, or 200s for this Friday. On the other hand, you may be better off forgetting about this Friday because of the volatility we have right here. Wait for a little pop tomorrow morning, and maybe write the week after, which would be September. You would be writing October 8th, and you might write like right now the 190s are showing $5.50 to $6. You could maybe write 195s or 200s tomorrow for $6 or $7 for the next week Friday. That's 10 days, $7. Maybe that's the way to go. You're going to have to really watch this closely. Obviously, you are, and but at the moment down 824, I don't think at the moment it's time to write a call option. Not right now, down 824 today. Let's see. Okay, there we are. We're catching up here. I think I'm trying. Let's keep moving. We're moving here. I bought 2 Smart Rent 12 and a halves for March 230. How did I do on that one, Bruce? Smart Rent. We got the stock at 1280 or just in the money, but you bought for March, so got a bit of time. It's not cheap, but it's not too much, so you're fair. ME December $10 calls only a quarter. ME December $10 calls only a quarter. Might be good to average down an existing call if you got one. ME at a quarter. Interesting. Let's see if I can pop this over here. Go and take a look at this myself. Kind of curious. 23 and Moire. The stock's at 1050 or 850 a share. I wish it was 1050. It's 850 a share, down 22 odd cents. Contracts for December. Here we go. ME contracts for 10. They're not a quarter at all. They're showing 60.65. What am I missing? ME December $10 calls. They're not a quarter. I don't know which ones you're looking at. You're looking at 1250s. They're at a quarter, but the 10s are at 60.65. Still, I don't think the 60.65s for December are that outrageous. No. Again, you're looking at, you said December. Yeah, you did not say March or anything else. So, yeah, January 10s are 75.85. I'd rather get those. And April 2022s for ME, the 10s are 110.20. That's a little bump there, but I wouldn't mind paying that. Not too much. 750s are 190 to 215 on ME, and they're in the money at $1.02. So buying 750s are a good buy for April 2022. Paying $1.95, $2. That wouldn't be a bad deal. Anyway, there you are. Okay. Let's go. Who else is here? What else is here? Looking for some more comments to stay on top of here. Don't mind me. I'm behind. You guys are running away on me. That's all right. Uncle Bruce, is buying a few of these Royal Caribbean March 85 puts for $760 a good idea? I got some time, and although out of the money, potential for a nice profit when people realize the company's losing a lot of cash. I've been saying this. I've been saying this about this company for months. The stock is just not reacting for us at the moment. Frustrating, but it is not. We're showing now our friends here at Royal Caribbean at 92.03 now, down 38 cents. This stock, in my humble opinion, will drop $10 in one day when they say they're going to raise another $500 million or $1 billion. Even if they were to issue a bond offering, say 5-year notes, 7-year notes, if they were to issue like 500 million to 2 billion, anywhere in that range, that they're going to raise that kind of money to add additional cash, even roll over debt, stock will drop $10. That will take it from 91 to 81.95. So contracts will be in the money. Now, the problem with these contracts is that they're not cheap. But there's volatility built into this game, isn't there? And here we are. An $85 put at $7.60 a share is what we're dealing with here. And we're dealing with a put that is out of the money, $7. But it is a March 2022 put. So I like the fact that you got 7 months of time. And there's every possibility that you're going to have a range between now and then, between maybe as low as 65 and 95. Maybe that's the range. Maybe it's 70 to 95. If it got to 70, your contract is 15 in the money, and there'll be a $2 or $3 premium on it. You'll have a $17 contract. It's a good idea. So that's the way I would view this contract and how I would approach it. Yes. All right. M&M, thank you for the $5 donation. I do appreciate that. You made that a while ago. Let's see. Please go easy on the Diet Coke. Bruce, thanks for the knowledge. We've got Spire at $14.35, up 31 cents. Second best level of the day here. Let's see. Let's see here. Yep, I closed my Matterport call with an 80% gain. Woohoo! I'm not going to write a GameStop at this moment. Cover call, waiting for that upswing. There you go. And let's see what else is happening. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, sorry, the 1250s, not the 10s. Auntie, that's it. You know it. Kevin, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm watching Rocket Lab's graph. Can you tell me if there are any good news? If there were any good news between the September 10th and why the stock jumped? Duncan Sheeran, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think there was a buy recommendation from a brokerage firm. There were several announcements that came out that did not hurt at all. And I think the other news was the SpaceX launch of the 4 civilian astronauts went up into space, came back down all successfully. That helped Rocket Lab and all space stocks at the same time. I think that's what happened at that point. All right. Cheddar Stacks. Hey, ME January 2024, $10 calls are $285. I would buy those if I was going to buy ME calls way far out, stupid far out. Yeah, there you have it. That's right. Hedge funds underwater sell off to cover their positions. And let's see. What else? What else is going on here? I just bought my Matterport contract back for a $70 profit. Help Uncle Bruce. I bought on margin. They're saying I owe $100,000 worth of margarine. I don't know how I'm going to get enough refrigerator trucks delivered to get it out of this hole. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Rocket Lab also got a contract today. There you go. Thank you for your answer, says Kevin. You're welcome, buddy. Uncle Bruce rocks. Thank you, Pat. You rock too. Dude, sell now or you will get margarine call. Let's see what's going on. Welcome one, welcome all. We're at 1440 on Spire. We're up 36 cents. I'm happy to see that. Something else is green. We're up $1.10 on Rocket Lab, 1542. We're only down 22 on ME. We're down 19 on Smart Rent, but we need a bit of a boost here. Matterport 1973 offering you guys all kinds of opportunities to buy back covered calls that you wrote. All kinds of opportunities to take them off the table right now. Sit on the sidelines. Stock pops to 21.22. Write him again. Uncle Bruce, can my Matterport 25 cover call for October drop another 10 cents before the last week? I'm at 70% return. I'm trying for 90. Pigs get slaughtered. You take your profits when they're offered to you. But you know what? You're writing 25. So there's no rush. But I will say, and you should know, you know how Matterport is. It can go up $1 in 15 minutes and then up another $2 the next day. Next thing you know, you're at 23.50 and you're going, oh, I'm only up 20% on this thing. You can buy back now, sit on the sidelines, write again. It's up to you. The profit is in front of you. You have to take it. Sometimes taking the profit is the second hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is buying when stocks are down. When stuff is down, that's the hardest time to buy. Anyway, there you go. My order is not yet filled. I'm trying to sell my Matterport at a nickel each. Or are you trying to buy them at a nickel each? I'm not sure what you're doing, Michael. Michael, I don't know what you're up to. What else is going on? The Dow back down again. Down 564. We got back into the 300s, dropped again. We have 11 minutes to go. So we have a bad drop at the end here, down 88 on S&P. We're down 413 on NASDAQ. So the Dow is tested a little rally. Some bargain hunters came in. They didn't get enough performance. They blew out and flipped out. I think a lot of buyers from 11, 12, 1, and 2 today sold out into the rally, and they're waiting for another chance to buy back. And that might be what's happening here now as we're coming into the final 10 minutes. Will the Dow keep dropping? It's down 584. Or will they use this as their opportunity to score some deals? We'll see what happens. 591 on the Dow, 92 on S&P, 426 on NASDAQ. That's what we've got going on right now. What's happening now is what used to happen over about a week back in the 70s and the 80s. It took that long for all of us to digest all of this info and get this info out to us. And the market would react in a much slower method and a manner than it does now. Now it acts and reacts in light speed. So we get stuff happening in one day that used to take 2 weeks on the open markets way back when. Uncle Bruce, I've been out of it for a few days here, says Credit Savage. Our 2-month-old boy is kicking our butts when. However, I just noticed Matterport is down. I sold some calls for December last week. Looks like they've lost 45%. Nice. I'm buying back. There you go. Nicely done. Whatever's going on here. Have you ever touched on why there's still a coin shortage? I do not know what to make about that at all. Rocket Lab up $1.11 right now to 15.42. Spire 14.33, up 29 cents on the day, holding this gain at the moment for the balance of this for this day. Well, Rocket Lab high of the day 15.62, right now 15.43. SoFi down 69 cents to 17.01. GameStop at 180.12, down 9.36. There are those of you I know trying to buy back GameStop options you've written a while ago. There might be opportunities here in the last few minutes. We'll see. Matterport down 123 to 1964. ME down 23. SmartRent down 19. Spire up 23. ATIP down 23. Sextera down 18 cents at 9.25. We've got the Dow now down 551, 563 right at the moment. We climbed up to, they got the market to about 34,508, but we're now at 34,305. So we've given up 200 points in 25 minutes on the Dow into this last half hour, unfortunately. Not the low of the day, but definitely lower on this pullback. Question is there a 100-point rally coming in the last 10 minutes? Again, bargain hunters stomping in. I don't know. We're down 88 on S&P. We're down 412 on NASDAQ, 569 on the Dow. At this moment, we have 8 minutes left in the day to go. That's where we're at. Where the money is headed, a lot of money is heading to oil, trying to speculate on upside there. Some of the money is going into other currencies. Certain countries' bonds are doing better than others, but there is no clear winning area all by itself that's just shining above everybody else. Not necessarily today. West Texas is down 71 cents to 74.79 or so at the moment. Rocket Lab 1547, a definite winner. Spire, a definite winner. Up 21 cents though. But in a day like today, it's a winner. 1555 on Rocket Lab. We are 7 cents short of the high of the day. 1556 coming on again. 7 minutes to go. Will there be a recovery on the Dow tomorrow, or a first hour blow off and then a recovery? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next over in the after hours. The biggest losers are Microsoft. I'll tell you, on the Dow 30 right now, the biggest losers in dollars: Goldman Sachs down 1060, Microsoft down 997, Home Depot down 737, Salesforce down 718, United Health down 650, Boeing down 580, McDonald's down 420, American Express down 370, Visa down 375, Walt Disney down 369, Apple down 321, Honeywell down 291, Travelers down 276. The only winners on the Dow would be Caterpillar up 73 cents, Chevron up 20, Merck up a dime, Then we have losers like Johnson & Johnson down 13 cents, Dow down 17 cents, Dow Chemical. Verizon Communications down 28 cents, Intel down 59 cents, Cisco down 68, Walgreens down 71, Amgen down 77, Coca-Cola down 94 cents. Those are your winners on the Dow. Your losers are down $10 each at the moment, really taking a bit of a beating today. They're getting picked on a little heavier maybe than they should be, but they are being picked on today. Rocket Lab 15.56, 6 cents away from the high of the day, up $1.24. Spire up 16 to 14.20, hanging around. The Dow now down 5.46 with a bit of a flat line in the last 10 minutes, but not a lot to get excited about. That is what we are seeing. All right, kids, there is your latest and greatest updates on what's happening on this day. Great day to buy back contracts that you've written, taking these contracts off the table and getting ready to rewrite and bring in new cash on recovery days. That's the way you want to play it for sure. And let's see, what else is happening here? Excuse me. Thanks for the open chat. Bye, everyone. I am going fishing, Robert says. Paper hands. Dow dropping again. Take me with you, Anti-PC says. British escape Bristol, then paper hands. AB, when I bought my 2 smart rent 12.5s for January at 2.30 and it shot up to 3 and had an ask of 3.70, laugh out loud, it was at $2 at the opening. You could really clean up on some of this volatility. There you go. Good old Michael is saying, good old Robert Moses bridges built on his road were built low so the city people could be bussed out on the beach. Sold 1650 covered call, says Ricardo. To get my shares back, I would have to buy my covered. I would have to buy my covered call. Sold 1650 covered call. To get my shares back, I would have to buy my covered call. Ricardo, I don't know what it is you're talking about. What stock? What expiry? What's going on? I'm in the dock here. I'm in the dock. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Spire just went negative, down 8 cents. Just took a negative shot. Excuse me, from the 14.30, 40 range, 13.96 right now. Just took a shot straight down. There seems to be selling coming in at the end of the market here in some of these issues. We're still down 558 on the Dow, 89 on S&P, 419 on NASDAQ. Okay. Let's see. Robert, DKK, donation, Danish kroner. Thank you. A percentage of today's gains to my advisor. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Ricardo, SoFi Friday covered call expires this Friday is what you're working on. And you sold a 1650 covered call on, what was that again? On SoFi. You sold a 1650 SoFi covered call to get my shares back. To get my shares back, I would have to buy my covered call. Okay, you're in the money and expires this weekend. Okay. Yes, you can buy your call back as the stock is dropping here. You can buy your call back if you wish, or you can then rewrite another call further out if you wanted to, or just buy this call back, sit on the sidelines, and see what the stock wants to give you. The stock recovers, goes higher, then you'll write another covered call again and take in more capital. I'm guessing that's what you're doing at the moment. I'm assuming that's what's going on. All right. GameStop, I'm under 180. I guess everyone's DRS orders have not been filled yet with computers. Share so many transfers out of brokers they can't find the real shares. Yeah, if you wrote a covered call and you want to close out the position, you have to buy the same series back, not the exact same contract, just the same exercise price, expiry date from the open market. Correct. Uncle Bruce, what calls do you like for Rocket Lab? I'm waiting for a pullback to buy calls. We're getting to a minute on closing time. On Rocket Lab, I like 15s, but I would go out a ways if you could. But I would definitely look at writing puts on Rocket Lab. And I am patiently waiting for the 20s to start writing SoFi calls. Michael, you're right on that one. What a day. I bought back my Rocket Lab $20 put and used the cash to buy back two of my contracts of GameStop 270 April 22s. Move and a move. Interesting. Chris, all things considered, the stocks haven't fared too badly today. If I hadn't been watching Uncle Bruce since February, I think I would have been in a blind panic right now. There you go. We're moving in pennies, not dollars. Bruce, successful, found the worst stocks to invest in during a bull market. Now it's a bear market. Oh, okay. Somebody's not happy, I guess. Yes, I do want to get the shares back. Wrote the call a while ago. There you go. Yeah, well, you've got a couple more days. And 1704 down 66 on SoFi. The contract getting cheaper to buy back all the time. Larry says, the bells are going, buddy. The bells are ringing. The market is closed. The carnage is done for another day. Woohoo! Down 560 on the Dow. 91 point drop on S&P, and a 420 point drop on NASDAQ. So there you go. The markets weren't great. 1556 on Rocket Lab, near the high of the day, like right up there. Very good performance for Rocket Lab. Another contract has come through for the company. 3.78 million shares traded. That's light. That is not a crazy heavy day. Showing me that most people are concerned about the market in general, and they're not looking to jump on a winner at the moment. But if the market were to have an up day tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Rocket Lab could pop $2 on the euphoria of the recovery of the market, and so on and so on and so on. Well, we'll see what's going on. Rocket Lab call for 16 expires 4/22. Rocket Lab wants to play is the 16s. It seems nice. I hope it touches the 20s again so I can buy back the 5 puts I sold for maybe $3. I got 900 for them, so I'll make $6 a share, 600 profit per contract, 5 times, $3,000. Thank you, sweet. Not a bad 2-week move. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what it gives us. Ferrigan is clapping. Spire, yep, great. Patience sometimes loving. I could close one ATIP position out at 383 the Thursday when I start a break with the PS5. Let's go. GameStop has some major after-hours action, says Sean. We closed at 178.32. We're at 179, and the volume is 800 shares. That is not major after-hours trading whatsoever. It's a nothing burger. Tomorrow is going to be up before another dump on Thursday. Well, we'll see. Those of you who've been trying to buy back GameStop calls for super cheap prices that you wrote, you got this thing down to 178.20 right at the bell. So maybe some of you got filled. I don't know. But you're looking a lot better now on some of your covered calls, especially those of you who did rollovers on GameStop a few weeks ago. You remember those of you who did rollovers all the way up to 270, 280? Boy, are you looking smart now. $100 off the price of the exercise price, and a big drop on the Dow to just make it look awful. Looking all right. Anyway, Uncle Bruce, why do people get so mad about your picks and blame you when share prices are down? Can't people just take responsibility for their own choices? Well, people are so new at this that they have to blame somebody. So they blame the teacher, or they blame the guy in front of the camera who's brave enough to talk about it. But, whether they're up or down, I'm here. I don't know about all your other gurus out there. I don't know if they're in front of the camera or not every day like I am. But I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm a long-term follower of these markets. And I think if you play the market the right way, you can do very, very well by it. And on days like today, there are opportunities to make money. And that's the beauty of the options market. It's just the beauty of following the right picks in your options market. But you got to tolerate the ups and the downs. You got to take it. That's the price you have to pay. If you can't pay it, get out and do something else. It's just the way it is. Michael, I think it was a glitch because I did watch GameStop jump $3 right after 1 hour started. There you go. If it popped 10% in a minute, then that'd be the same. It would be some action. 7 more contracts at GameStop. Covered calls to go. There you go, Sean. Yeah, Mike, that's what I saw. It went up like the 182. Pete, I'm mad at my picks going up. I legit need an accountant. We appreciate you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Can we get a nothing burger emoji? I'm gonna have to talk to my editor about that. Maybe we can get a nothing burger. I'm not sure how we make a nothing burger emoji. I don't know how you make one. Thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce's picks, that is. Sean, yeah, I saw the same active thing there. Thumbs for Bruce. Adam, 9,000 shares of SoFi and just watching it, adding when I can. My only fear is bad news with the bank charter. I have no idea if bad news is possible. Should I have any fear? I don't think so. I think it's a done deal. I think it's going to happen. I don't see any reason why not. I think it's going to come through, and I think it will be just fine. SoFi, when it goes, it will go. And you'll be glad you have what you have, and then you're going to become an option writer with 9,000 shares. You're going to be writing 90 calls. Oh, are you going to be bringing in serious money? It's going to be so much fun. Folks with a narcissistic personality disorder like to blame everyone but themselves. Okay, AB, I figured I'd get those 2 smart rent contracts partly because, I'm not invested at all in that yet, and it's in the money and in March, so why not? Swag on. I'm still at the Bargoon Saloon, and it still keeps dropping. DQ, yes, but it's just a blank. Let's see. Just buns, no burger. Good idea. The SSR at GameStop was 170, so it didn't hit it. Let's see here. Adam is a new member. Hey, Adam, welcome to the club. If you're re-upping, I'm glad you're doing it. If you're brand new, I welcome you. Why Adam has no bagel? What is the deal here? Yeah, I agree with you, Uncle Bruce. You are definitely one of the most consistent YouTubers about the market, and you definitely show how to keep emotions out of it. That's why I watch you every day, and that's what you got to do. You got to be a steady Eddie, man. You got to be a steady Eddie. Like I said earlier in the early show, when we were reading those news announcements with the teletype machine and the bells were going, and the office is just exploding with emotion. I mean, with the yelling going on and people telling what they're hearing, and they're hearing other news from other sources. Somebody's got a radio in their office, or somebody got a call from a relative who's watching television and something just broke on TV. The screaming would go on, and then I would call my top 10% of my top 10% clients, the ones that make me 80% of my living, and I'm talking to them calm as can be, letting them in on the really ugly news that's going on or a major event, just so they knew I was there for them on top of the market. It made a difference, and I kept clients for years. No broker could steal a client from me, no broker, because no one could outservice me. That was the difference. What can I say? Uncle Bruce, I bought your recommended stocks months ago. Care to explain why I'm not rich enough to be in space with Jeff Bezos or Richard Branson? You have some explaining to Mr. Well, Matt, when I'm glad that you bought into the stocks that I talked to you about buying into, but I gotta say, buying one share of Rocket Lab at 14 and having it go to 15.56, although you're up $1.56, it's not going to take you very far. If you bought some Matterport at $14, you're now up to $19.70. You're up $4.70 a share, but just one share. The problem, Matt, maybe it's your exuberant lifestyle. You've got a much too fancy cardboard box that you're living in your neck of the woods under the highway. If you could just kind of downgrade a little bit, cut your expenses a bit more, maybe after hours, look for empties and bring some income in the 12 hours that I'm not on the air by cashing in some empty bottles. And then when you're back with me the next morning, you're flush with cash, and we'll get at it again. But between you and I, we'll make you richer, my friend. It's going to happen. Don't you worry about it. The Credit Savage, we definitely do appreciate you, Uncle B. I can't wait for SoFi to take off so I can make some real money. You are awesome, Uncle B. Also glad I came across your page in March. You're the best. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, everybody. Evan, thumbs, hit the like button for Uncle B. AB, market's down 2%. I'm down 1.8%. I beat the market and won today. Yeah, but I put all the coins in the slot in the side of my laptop. Stop buying those Starbucks coffees, Matt, says Michael. Head to Dunkin' Donuts and buy the cheap coffee. Credit, I can't wait for SoFi to hit 30 so I can write some serious contracts and use those profits to buy GameStop and truly have fun writing some GameStop calls. Champagne time, there you go. GameStop and AMC bring the best premium on options. DQ, AB, darn, I'm down 3.3%. The market wins again. Just buy ATIP, says Swag on. Thumbs, says Robert. Just a tip, says DM. Thank you, everybody. We have 204 thumbs ups coming into this channel. Like you cannot believe the incredible wave of thumbs up support is overpowering this channel, and I thank all of you so much for helping out getting my channel over 200 thumbs ups here in a real lousy market today. If you're able to spare a thumbs up today, I would appreciate it. They generally are free to hand out if you can figure out a way to do it. 217 now have come in. So they're just plowing in here. 222. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups. If you're watching on the rerun, please hit the thumbs up button, even when you're watching on the rerun. Hey, look, if in the next hour or two you got nothing better to do, you're bored, and you don't want to look at the market because it's ugly, you can just do me a favor. Just go into my channel and just go through every video I've ever uploaded and just hit the thumbs up button and go to the next video. Hit the thumbs up button on that one and go to the next video. And just give me 50 thumbs ups on 50 different videos. If you got nothing better to do, there's something constructive you can do. If 500 of you could do that today, I would get 500 thumbs ups on 50 different videos all in one day. YouTube will go, what the hell is going on with this guy? And then they might suspend me. Or they might promote me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do appreciate whatever promotion you can hand me out. If you can do a thumbs up, that would be great. Thank you, everybody. There you go. Come on, folks, get those thumbs ups there. The reason why you're poor and can't afford a new spleen is because you bought Starbucks 8 times last year. 80% of finance blog crap you hear. There you go. Let's see. The casino got me for 5% today. Larry's throwing me thumbs ups. The reason you're broke is you're going in on Cluckin' Coffee and buying in on Chinese companies. That's amazing. British, you get 1,000 thumbs ups on the upmarket days. 200 is an okay for a down day. Many of us are just here on the daily fix. That's exactly it. Sync 500 on ATIP. Laugh out loud, Michael. What can I say? It is what it is. SoFi on the aftermarket is $17.98, down 6 cents. We got nothing going on. It's a nothing burger. Headline says NASDAQ slides 2.8% as rising treasury yields hit the tech sector. Dow ends up down 570 points, which is 1.6% on the day. There it is. That's it. But don't worry. I will pay the price for this lousy day today. Don't worry. I'm now going to pay the price. If those of you who want me to pay, I will be paying. I will be heading to my dentist chair this later today to get a root canal. So don't worry. I'm getting a root canal today. I'm paying the price for a bad day. Don't you worry about me. It's all okay. Auntie B, you get a thumbs up, and I'm very proud of you for not reading any political comments that I saw anyway. I'm trying to avoid them. I made Bruce laugh, so good day for me. Been there, done that, says Tom. Only lost 2%, so I beat y'all. There you go. I don't even buy stocks. I enjoy just watching a boomer eat a bagel. Let's see here. Thanks for learning me on how to make money on a red day, Bruce. Have fun, Uncle Bruce. Better you than me right now. Another root canal. Wow, I need one of those. And you're not selling them. There you go. Root canal. Good luck. Yeah, that's my second one in 2 weeks. Yeah, another root canal, and then I get an extraction on Thursday. I get a cleaning tomorrow. I'm going to be in that chair for hours the next 3 days, just hours and hours and hours. What can I say? I have to pay the price. It's a tough world in which I live, but on-air talent. We got to look the part. Yikes, says anti-PC. Yikes. So when I say thank you for the donations, I mean it. It's just going to my dentist. They're loving it. They're going, I love this guy. He's getting his teeth fixed, and he's paying cash. We love this guy. Larry, I go to the dentist on Thursday to get my permanent crown installed from my root canal done a month ago. Yeah, I get it done all in one day because they are in a hurry. I'm leaving town next week. The thanks for learning me gives me away Scandinavian influence somewhere. Our subscription money is turning into fake teeth. That's it. Do you get one of those 5-ounce silver coins for 2 root canals? No, you better get plenty of drugs so we can have trivia. I'm not missing this week. Swag on checklist, buy 100 shares of ATIP and rut cover calls in one will buy. Good luck, Uncle B. Have a good afternoon, evening, y'all. DQ, is that Canadian cheese whiz rotting your teeth? British, my dentist told me I needed a crown. Finally, someone who understands me. I need a crown. I need to be crowned big time. There you go. What do we got here? Rocket Lab in the after hours. 15.53 down 3 cents, nothing going on. SoFi after hours 16.94 down a dime, nothing going on. And GameStop after hours 179.38 up 77 cents, a little better. ME Matterport 19.79 up 9 cents in the after hours, a little better. ME unchanged in the after hours, nothing going on there. Smart Rent 12.83 down a penny, nothing happening. Spire 14.13, no change in the after hours. Gained 9 cents on the day for Spire. It had that gain, it went down, and it came back. Crazy session in the afternoon. ATIP 375, 374 aftermarket, nothing going on. Sextera almost never trades in the aftermarket. Lost 12 cents on the day. 9.31, no trading in the after hours that I can see right now. There you have it. That's what I'm seeing here. I don't know. Let's see. It's definitely the Concord Grape. Canadian Dentist, got to be the best with all the hockey going on. Just like American Doctor is probably the best at treating gunshot wounds. I bet there's a statistic out there somewhere for that. I'm scared of needles. Blood test is the worst. It's all that grape jelly. Hides behind the sofa. Thanks, Uncle B. Thank you, everybody. Use Uncle Bruce, my GameStop 190 puts that I sold last Thursday, 650. Not looking good for Friday expiry. I didn't roll them. Hopefully, we see GameStop up tomorrow. Well, we'll see what happens. You got all day tomorrow. You got Friday. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. What's the favorite dentist's favorite time of day? 2:30. I don't know. It's not the American food. There's a lot of sugar in it, is it? Everyone's laughing out loud. If these root canals could help move the market, would you consider doing more for the cause? Oh, yeah, they're just a laugh riot. They're just so much fun. I can't wait. Oh, boy. Gosh. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Bruce. Tooth hurty. Fancy cardboard box. That's right. Fancy cardboard box. Matt in his high living. That's what's doing Matt in. He's saying I'm not as rich as Bezos. That's because he's blowing all his money on living high in the hog in a real fancy cardboard box under the highway. He's not taking back empties because he's decided that's for poor people. I think Matt's just got to kind of get it together. It's a nothing burger. Gosh. British shilling stock market, Bruce. 230. I did that joke the other day, and it was lost on you then too. It's still lost on me. It's not funny. A zero burger. That's what it is. It's a nothing burger. JW 230. I'll show myself out the door. Thank you very much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Joke's on you guys. My box is made out of aluminum foil. Matt just picked up a new fridge box to add an addition to the manor. There you go. I mean, there's where all the money's going. The guy just can't stop adding to the manor. He's got a fridge box now, and he's got the fancy cardboard under the highway. I'll tell you, man, that guy's living the life. AB, maybe I'm slow, but there are guys who are really into options exclusively, buy a ton in the money far out and just want to get $100 profit. A contract get out seems pretty safe to me. There are those who are playing every game imaginable in the options market, and some are incredibly scary. But what can I say? Say what you like about dentists. They do the best impressions. I tell you, it's not easy being me. It's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd. What can I say? Anyway, I'm going to say my goodbyes now. I'm going to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for hanging out again with me today. Those of you who become new members today, welcome aboard. Nice having new members coming in. If you're subscribing today, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all, everybody. And let's see what tomorrow brings us. Can it get worse tomorrow? Yes. Will it? I don't know. Will it get better tomorrow? Would be nice. I noticed that our stocks haven't really done that badly today, so we're doing all right. But let's see if maybe tomorrow, instead of having 2 winners, we can have 8 winners tomorrow. That'd be kind of nice. We love days like that. We'll be here to see if we can get it. I don't know. Where is Yoko? Matt saying, I live under the best underpass in town, you know. It's not easy being cheesy. Take care and good luck at the dentist today. Yoko is in a strange locker with hi-fi. See you all tomorrow. I was never intending to become a dentist, but there you go. I guess it was just accidental. Hey, what can I say? Hi-fi. Laughing out loud. What can we say? Let's hope Jen hides the cream tomorrow morning. Feisty Bruce Bergen. This CompuShare nonsense seems like a good deal for CompuShare. I don't believe the squeeze theory. There you go. Very good. I don't know what to think about it either. See you tomorrow at 8:30. Whether I'm still numb or not, we'll be back and we'll see what see what's left of this guy's yapper. Having a tough time today, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Stay healthy. We'll see you at 8:30 in the a.m. Bye for now.